Hey guys. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys how I bottom feed the cactus, and when it's time to feed them, you want to make sure they're completely dry when you feed a cactus. So you want to take your thumb and reach in. Cactus soil is kind of hard, so you might want to take like a moisture meter or something and really get down in there. And if it is reading like dry like this, then you know it's time to water them. We don't water often. These are my daughter. She's out of town, so I would say maybe like, seriously, she's had that and haven't watered it yet. It's been months, like months. They don't necessarily have to be watered often. So I may not water these again for several months. Now, this one is new and these two are new. This one is semi-new. Well, yeah, it is new, way newer than this one. This is like about 7, 8 months, maybe more. But this one is a couple months, and these I just got from Kroger. So about a couple weeks ago. I have a book that I literally write down everything as far as watering, bottom feeding. I have little abbreviations so I know what it is that I did for whatever plant. Today was the 14th. I did bottom feed both of my rubber plants, my peperomia, and then I fed, meaning put some of this in my propagations that are in my kitchen on the wall. So this is a way to keep track, especially if you get more plants than, you have a lot. And you got to remember what you did so you can see how it's growing and how it's adapting to what you're doing to it. That's the best way to kind of keep track of it. Just a little, somebody gave me this at my old job, and yeah, it was for Christmas. It was that in a card or something like that, but you can always use calendars for something. So that's what I'm using it for. I'm going to use this little teeny pot, and we're bottom feeding. This water was the water from the rubber plants. All my plants are pretty healthy, so I don't mind using this water because guess what? It has some of this in there, and I don't want to waste it. So I want to use as much of it as I can. So what I'm going to do is start off with this little cactus. That is a castle cactus, I believe that's how you say it. It is totally dry. So I'm going to fill it up to the line here, and then I'm going to put her in there. And I always say her, him. I change it up a lot. I do. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I forget. And see how much she drinks on her own. And I'm going to put in the book that I've fed these. It's really dry. Like, it's moving around so much at the bottom. I can see the water coming in though. I definitely see the water coming in. So I'm going to let that do its thing, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I got her standing up. So let her drink and I'll be back. So this is the first time that all the cactus have been fed with a fertilizer. So we're going to see how they flourish from this point on. These ones I got to do some deconstructing. These were the ones from Kroger, and they just do so much like with these plants, and I can't really see what's going on. That's why I have my little box. I can't wait till I get my stuff out of storage because I have like this big turpy gardening thing that I do this stuff in, but for now, to keep the mess in one spot, this is what I'm using. So let me get all this out and show you how this is just compacted in there in a little teeny pot. Dry. They got so much, like, it's so much of this. It wasn't even in the pot, y'all. The pot is way down here. Look how little. I'm going to put it back in there, though. I don't have cactus soil. I got to get a little bag of that for my daughter. And I'll probably put this in here like this because it's too small. It's going to keep falling. It's literally going to keep falling. So, let me get that right. Y'all literally have to pull. Oh my gosh. It's not even in the pot. Like, this is crazy, man. This is really crazy. Those commercials on YouTube are so irritating. It is a struggle. Look how deep that is in there. I'm trying to get this out. I feel like I want to, I mean, it's getting wet at the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna let it keep doing this thing. It's just taking a little bit longer than normal. It's like I want to like put water on the top, but I know cactus like to kind of be dry, so I'm not gonna do too much. But yeah. Move on. Okay, she is done. And she got wet up to there. So that's done for that one. This one I'm about to put in and let it do its thing as well. I'm doing it this way without the pot because technically that's exactly what's happening. Water's going straight inside here because it's kind of loose and I don't have a lot of cactus, a lot of soil. Got to get soil to compact it around so it can stay firm inside the thing. So I'm gonna let it drink like that and then do the next one and then do that one. These both can probably fit in here. Yep. I'm gonna eat at the same time. So I set Alexa timer for these to soak for 5 minutes. So that's what I'm doing. And when the timer is over, I'm gonna take them out, put them in their pots, wipe this off, and put these back where they are supposed to go. They are sucking up that water. Okay, that's the timer. Take these out. You see how they sucked up what they wanted? So we're gonna put them back in here. All right. Now I'm about to put her in. Adding some water. 5-minute timer set. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. I'm going to take this out as well and put it back in its pot. That is the way I bottom feed my baby cactus. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you have any tips or tricks and you love cactus, leave them below as comments about it below as well. And I will see you guys later, Gators. Thanks for joining me on How DIY and Save a Dime. And I am the Plant Mom.